I'm going to show you the third and final match played between s0s and Special during the semifinal of 2018 Intel Extreme Masters PyeongChang. s0s is on the left and Special is on the right. They played at IEM Season XII PyeongChang tournament. It's the second event of IEM Season XII, which hosts a Starcraft 2 tournament organized by ESL and held in PyeongChang, South Korea. The second tournament is IEM Season XII World Championship. Certainly a very important tournament too, with a payout of a whooping $150,000 for the first place. I think that's like one of the greatest out there. In any case, we don't have much information about it just yet, but we can already see a few participants, and there's certainly quite a few of these. The first brackets right here, group stage, more brackets, distribution, and map statistics. You can check out some of these games at the AndYouLeftTheGame YouTube channel. Furthermore, the IEM Season XII PyeongChang, the one that we're watching here, has a smaller $150,000 payout. Here you can check out the prize pool distribution differently from the second. This one has $50,000 payout, the second place has $25,000 payout, and the third, fourth, 12,500. Besides that, the fifth, eighth place has $6,500, 9, 16, 3,000, and 17, 18, $3,000 payout, so not bad at all. Here's the results. s0s and Special, the third match on Blackpink map, and it looks like s0s has prevailed. Map statistics, you can find your favorite race here and see how it fared against the others. Surprisingly, there's 50% dominating all over. You can find my channel by typing AndYouLeftTheGame in YouTube search bar. You can end up with these two channels or one of these. If you get both of these, click on the one without spaces, without any blank spaces, and you'll be straight in the channel where you can find whatever you want to watch. Or you can click on if you only get AndYouLeftTheGame with blank spaces, click on it, go to featured channels on the right side, click on AndYouLeftTheGame, and you'll be in the YouTube channel where you can watch the games you want to watch. Now let's take a look at the players. So the first player is the Protoss player. He's s0s, and he is Kim Yo-jin from South Korea. He made over $500,000 playing Starcraft 2. At any point in time, you can stop the video and have a closer look. Read about his achievements here, about his past games, and how it all worked out. Learn about his trivia, awards, and achievements in premier tournaments, major tournaments, minor tournaments, premier team leagues, championships. You can also read about his interviews, matches, and take a look at his pictures. His opponent is Terran player, Special. He goes by the name of John Carlos Tano Lopez. He had many nicknames out there, and he made over $200,000 playing Starcraft 2. Here you can take a look at his achievements, premier tournaments, major tournaments, minor tournaments. Where did he made most of his money from? You can check out the interviews and take a look at his pictures here. Now that we know about the players, the tournament and the YouTube channel, let's move on to the game and see how it looked from Special's perspective. As always, he likes to key up his structures here from 1 to 0. And the game begins. He builds his first supply depot. It looks like he is going to try to wall himself off. s0s is sending his super early probe to scout here. And he will try to harass as much as possible using that probe. So Special needs to send SUVs as often as possible to fight the probe. The probe will disengage every time he loses his shield. His shield will recover very quickly, so he needs to avoid the fighting until that happens, and then he can further attack the unit that is building something, and in this case is building the barracks. Now s0s will try to prevent Special from building his second base. However, Special is simply going to build a second base a little bit out of position, but that is not a big deal, at all. It looks like the game begins. The first Marine is soon gonna be out. The Reaper is already on its way to scout. We'll soon find out if s0s is moving for any kind of cheese play. And it looks like he did build himself another Nexus. The Reaper got countered by an Adept. That grenade wasn't doing much damage at all. Actually, Adept is quite a heavy unit. And this is where that Adept is gonna be locked out of the base. So far so good. It looks like it's really quiet. None of the players are going for any kind of a really early aggression. Both of them are pretty much focused on expanding further. And now with the Terran's ability to lift buildings, Special can put its command center where it's supposed to be. Another Reaper will be moving out, but he got killed, unfortunately for him. Obviously nothing really dies in this game, so it's fine, even if it looks quite realistic sometimes. Hellion is on its way. A very fast unit, can be scouted, can be used as a combat unit too. A Widow Mine is on its way. It looks like things are looking good for a Special. For as long as the Protoss player is not going to outproduce minerals or units, it should be just fine. Both players are choosing to play a economy focused game. where they are not building and rushing troops forward, but are focusing on building their bases up in turn. And here we see the first drops. It looks like it could be a very easy kill, but the Terran decided not to attack with its marines, and those marines were not fully engaged. However, it looks like the Terran player Special decided that his marines would just easily die to splash or sheer damage that is coming from all those Colossus beams there. Now another drop is taking place here, however this drop is not catching those marines. So what s0s really wants to do, he wants to hit effectively those marines, then go back to the war prism and move away. And do this as many times as possible for as long as possible, so that the marines would die. It looks like Special is being trapped in his base there, and there's not much that he can do here. It looks like it's a very slow game, that is without any kind of attacks. Not many drops are happening either. It does look like that medevac got stuck there for a second on the command center. And here we see that the Protoss player is moving out, and it looks like he could win this time. Special is forced to build himself defensive bunker there, and those Colossus are certainly really hard to fight against.
Command center upgrade. We could use some help
here. Now it looks like the Colossus got caught here by those Vikings, and it just got recalled back to the Nexus, which in turn got it saved. However, it's saved but very damaged, so even if it's forced, the defensive fields there regenerate.
This better be good.
His armor will not regenerate. Now the Terran decides to move out. He's building up himself a base there, a third base, and he's will be moving out. The Special is still unsure if Protoss player s0s has himself 3 or 4 or 2 bases, but all in all, it looks like Special does not have such a large force as the Protoss does. We can see that the Protoss has 58 probes and the Terran has 66 right now SUVs, so the mineral income is a big deal. We can take a look at the units, and here you go. Now 100 data supply versus 170 or so, and once again the Protoss is prevailing. The Terran wasn't standing a chance here. Those Marine Marauder units have been defeated very quickly. He just scouted himself a third base and decided to GG out. It looks like that's 3-0 and s0s has won this semi-final match. He's moving to the finals, and Special is keeping third or fourth place.